little is known about Thor Love and Thunder, but it's going to be very similar and maybe even better than Thor Ragnarok, which is in my top 5 MCU movies, so it's got to be a good movie, and I'm definitely super excited for Thor Love and Thunder. But now we may know a little bit more about this film, because yesterday I found kind of a plot leak for the film on Reddit. It wasn't like a full plot leak, it was just a few things that are supposedly going to be a part of this movie. And it was really interesting. So yeah, I don't usually cover plot leaks, but things like this that are, you know, big stuff and not I don't like getting spoiled about like deaths and stuff, but I'm fine with knowing about like locations they're going, characters that will appear and stuff like that. And that's what's going on with this plot leak. So I just wanted to make that clear. I'm not going to be talking about anybody that's going to die in this film. I don't know anything about that. But there are some characters that are going to be returning in this film, and it definitely gets me even more excited for this film. Now, the thing about this is that the Reddit post has since then been deleted, because I saw it yesterday, I read the whole thing, got super excited, and I'm starting to regret not making the video yesterday, because now the whole post is gone. Now, there's both a good side and a bad side to the post being deleted. The good side is that, the same user also posted another post about some information about WandaVision, but I didn't even get to read that before that was deleted. So it was just these two specific posts that were deleted. And when big MCU information about a movie gets out there like that, it's usually deleted off the internet. So this basically gives it more credibility and makes me lean toward the side of this being reliable and actually a thing in the movie, which gets me even more excited. But then the downside to this is that, first of all, I can't give credit to whoever posted this because I didn't take the time to memorize the user name, but also I can't put a link to the Reddit post or anything, so that's a little disappointing. But then on top of that, I kind of have to just like remember everything from the post, which is a little hard to do, because I can forget things pretty easily, but I'm gonna try my best. So let's start off with Hulk. So one of the things that this user mentioned in the post is that Hulk will not appear in the film. Now, a lot of people really loved seeing the Hulk in Thor Ragnarok, and I really loved seeing him in that movie as well. And many were hoping that we would see the character again in Thor Love and Thunder, because that team up between Hulk and Thor is just an awesome pair. But I think it makes sense that he will not show up in this film, because back then he was, angry, savage Hulk. But now that he's Professor Hulk, he doesn't really fit in with that whole group of characters there. And obviously I wish we would see him, but it like I said, it makes sense that we won't be seeing him in Thor Love and Thunder, and probably the next time we see him in the MCU probably won't be until maybe the She-Hulk Disney Plus series, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Then another really interesting thing mentioned in the post is that Thor will be doing a cross-country world traveling adventure, and he's going to go to different planets and stuff, and it's going to be really interesting. So one of the locations he's going to is Valhalla, which, if you're not aware, is basically, when Asgardians die, this is where they go. So we're going to be seeing some dead characters return here. Maybe this could be where we see Loki. Maybe we'll see Hela here, because, Hela is the goddess of death and everything, so it would make sense that she was here. And there's been rumors that Cate Blanchett would return in this film. So those are two characters we could also see return. Maybe even Odin, Thor's mother again. But the one character that the user did say has been officially confirmed that they know for sure will be in this part of Valhalla is Idris Elba's Heimdall. So that is really cool. I really love that character. I wish he didn't get killed off, although he didn't really do much in the movies, to be fair. But it'd be nice to get this little bit of closure here with that character. in Valhalla, which would be really interesting. But let me know down in the comments below, what other dead Asgardian characters would you like to be seeing in this part of the movie? Now, another part of the galaxy that Thor will be traveling to is apparently going to be an icy planet. Now, I'm not sure if this is, actually, I don't know the exact name, but out of the 9 realms, I think there's like 1 or 2 that Thor hasn't traveled to in the MCU yet, and one is like Elfheim or something like that, and that's basically where like a bunch of elves live there, and this is different from the dark elves. These are like, the happy Christmas elves type of thing, I guess. So it's an icy planet, and apparently Thor is going to find Sif here, Lady Sif, which is really interesting because we weren't completely sure what happened with her, because we didn't see her in Thor Ragnarok at all, and we never saw anything about her in Infinity War or Endgame, so we didn't know if she was snapped, if she was murdered at the beginning of Infinity War on the Asgardian ship, so we weren't really completely sure what happened to her. And the last time we saw her, I think, was either in Thor the Dark World or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm not completely sure on that. But the main reason for that, that she wasn't in Thor Ragnarok or either of the Avengers movies, is actually because Jamie Alexander, who plays her, was starring on this show or whatever. But now that show has ended, so now she has more opportunities to come back as Lady Sif, which is really interesting. And I remember back like about a year ago, before any of the Disney Plus shows were actually officially announced, there were rumors of a Lady Sif Disney Plus series. So that could always happen as well, and it could spin off from this appearance in Thor Love and Thunder. But apparently she'll be back here. She's alive. I don't know how she ended up iced over on this icy planet. I'm not completely sure what happened there. Maybe she just went on an adventure and then she got trapped or something. But basically, Thor is apparently going to go find her. They're going to team up, and then she's going to join the new version of the Revengers, or the Asgardians of the Galaxy, or the Thor Corps, whatever type of group they're going to be having in this film, which is really going to be interesting. And we know that Valkyrie is going to be having a queen, so even though it was hinted at in the first 2 Thor films that Lady Sif and Thor would be having a romance, it is possible that Lady Sif and Valkyrie could be having a romance. So that is always possible, because they're very similar, actually. They're both female warriors. They're very badass. So I'd love to see that relationship. Not sure if it'll happen, but it's definitely an interesting idea and concept here. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that was revealed in that Reddit post, at least from what I can remember. Like I said, take this with a grain of salt, because it is just a post on Reddit, so anyone can post anything there. But I think the fact that it was deleted, and not just that, but also the WandaVision post from the same user was deleted, it makes me lean more towards the side that maybe this is actually true. And I hope that it is, because I really want to see Valhalla. I want to see the return of Heimdall and possibly Loki and Hela. And I especially want to see the return of Lady Sif, especially if she's going to start some romance with, whether it's with Valkyrie or Thor or, someone else. I don't know, but I'm just super excited for this. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think this Reddit post is reliable? Do you think this is actually true? And do you want it to be true? And what would you most be looking forward to from all the things that was revealed here today? So thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit that subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.